Why is it so thin? Already bit me once.
Sidewalk specials were alerted to his condition. He was fearful and completely emaciated.
It's like me when I haven't been fed. It's doing the exact same look.
Bet you're safe now, bud.
He'd lost a leg, so it was extremely difficult for him to walk.
It's alright. It's okay.
Extremely weak, extremely weak. When he arrived, his eyes were just fear and emptiness. It was after 2 weeks, he wagged his tail for the first time. His eyes started softening. Now we're at the 3-month mark since his rescue. He's much happier. He's running and his coat has come out beautifully. As he got well, he's now chocolate brown. He changed color completely. His happy place is in the bed I think he never had before. Second happy place is definitely the creek in the park. His ball is a security blanket. He'd never had a toy. And suddenly he just decided that that was his toy. We took him to the pet store to see if he could choose a toy for himself. He chose himself the same ball that he has now, and he loves that. We got him that big bone. To have a bone that nobody was going to take from him. Oh, he loved it. He's learning to play. It's so cute to see. After everything he's been through and being let down by humans, and he's forgiven somehow what happened to him. For anybody who adopts, and hopefully the lucky family who do get Eddie will find that he's the most incredibly well-behaved, low maintenance, happy little fellow just to be around you.
She was shaking like a leaf at the shelter, completely terrified of everything happening around her. I sat down and could feel her vibrating.
Still shaking a little bit, sweetie. She's still shaking quite a bit, but considerably less than she was before, so definitely still struggling now.
We did her little rescue trot out of there. I took her home to meet the kids, and she wagged her tail for the very first time.
Look at that teeth. What do you think of our new dog, Shai? What do you think?
That night, she insisted on sleeping next to my youngest, and probably got the best sleep of her life.
Good morning, baby girl. There's my girl. What's up, sugar? How are you?
The next day, we wandered all over the property, and her tail never stopped wagging.
Such a good mood. Yes, sweetie.
She was definitely moving slow, but was already improving. Our girl is doing so good. So good. Yes! This is our first day of kisses because she is just coming into her own. Very special girl. She would pause sometimes and look around as if to ask, am I being punked?
Here, big girl.
My daughters definitely helped welcome her into our home and feel at ease.
Look at her go!
It wasn't long before she was following me everywhere.
Good morning, children.
She was basically aging in reverse.
Let's go, come on.
And her gratitude came out in this wonderful new energy she was giving off.
What's up, baby girl? You're doing so good today.
With her new vigor and off of quarantine, we started including her in our pack walks and outings to the park. Get her leashed up, would you, kiddo? Let's go.
Put the leash on the dog. Because Emmy has a leash.
She was so gentle with Emmy and Shiloh.
Let's go! Woo!
And let them lead wherever they wanted to go.
Good job, kids. Yeah, guys.
We took her on lots of trips so she could experience life with a loving family for maybe the first time ever. Mrs. Gray started spending more and more time with Emmy, my youngest.
Good job, babes. Remember, loose leash. Loose leash. Are you walking Miss Gray?
Yeah.
Nice.
It was like she knew Emmy was the smallest
She likes hanging with you.
and needed to be kept safe.
She sure does.
They just love each other.
What are you guys doing? Are you guys just hanging out? Yeah. What's up, babes? You taking care of my girl?
We knew when we pulled her from the shelter, she was a very old senior gal, not in perfect health. We didn't know how much time she had, but we knew she deserved to spend as much of it as possible in a loving home. Fostering a senior dog has its challenges, but the girls and I know the joy of seeing Mrs. Gray be loved by a family makes it all worth it.
Yeah, we're just really proud of her. Ladies and gentlemen, Mrs. Gray. She's always looking for
Go
the
get
kids.
your girls.
Always looking for the kids.
I got a call that there was this very, very pregnant pitty at a shelter who was about to pop. They said she was super friendly. One night, when all the shelter staff went home, Cholula decides that it's time to have her babies. 7 girls and a boy.
You're doing a good job, Eve. Can you have the rest? Who's such a good mama? Let me see you.
My fiance and I just decided to foster all of them.
She was nervous that I was gathering up the pup.
She was way more shy than we expected. You're avoiding eye contact, so I'll just let you. And then she was panting the whole way home. Okay. Let's go. I turned my office into a nursery and let her get settled in. She fed them 24/7. I mean, it did not stop. They'd nurse, and then they'd crawl around for a minute, and then just pass right back out. Honey. Hey. You okay? At first, we tried to keep our dog Ruby and her separate, but they were so drawn to each other right away, it was almost like she needed Ruby to feel safe. Oh, you're so good, little girls. The puppies started opening their eyes. And they quickly grew out of their whelping box. Ow, your teeth are so sharp! And they started to figure out their balance. What happened to you? And they were exploring nonstop. After a few weeks, Jojo, hi, Mama. Cholula wanted to be with us more than the puppies. She was so tired all the time. I'd have to carry her to bed. And we were exhausted too. But somehow we just kept adjusting.
Good morning. Good morning. Good morning.
I started taking one puppy a day on an errand just to get them used to the sights and sounds of the world.
Honey, look at me.
Let me tell you, cleaning them was a full-time job. I loved spending our mornings with Cholula watching Disney movies while the puppies were still passed out. After about 5 weeks, finally Cholula was done nursing. Dinner for 8. And this was a huge turning point for her because now she could just play with them and be a dog. Come on, come on. Two in love can make it. Take my heart, but please don't break it. Love was made for me and you. Eventually, we knew they were all ready to find their forever homes. But the hardest part was saying goodbye to Cholula. I was so proud of her. And she got the perfect family. And just like that, she was gone.
Thank you.
And that's the thing with fostering. Even though it never gets easier saying goodbye, I just can't wait to do it all over again.
No matter how much space I gave him, he would stare at the door like he wanted out. He was overwhelmed. He was tied to a chain in a guy's yard for 4 years. Obviously had not had proper food, water, shelter. Everything from my house forward was just figuring out a way to show him that that is never going to happen to him again. Chapo, baby. When he has these little anxiety episodes, why? He starts to tremble. Why? I stop what I'm doing. I grab a blanket. And then I lay down with him and we get through it together. He started to come out and come into my room. That became his new safe space. And that also happens to be my cat, Freeway's safe space. He's seeking out comfort from me and from the other animals in the house. Patience is for sure the most important thing for him. Don't you want to come outside? That first day that he stepped outside, my 2-year-old niece started running around. Hi, Chapo. And then my niece started running around with him. And it was so fun to watch. Good job, Chapo! Go! That was a big day. It was like the layers start to peel off with him. It was important to me to recognize the holidays for him. Merry Christmas. And show him every year you're going to be able to be with a family that sits down and spends some extra time with you. The perfect way to describe him now is happy. What are you doing? Gentle and very playful. We're definitely open to receiving applications on him. It's just a matter of finding that perfect person for him. It's gonna be sad to say goodbye to him. But it's my pleasure to give him to a home that is going to give him everything that I want him to have.